Exams in India are pretty different, from the toughest examinations to the most creative cheats.
People even scaled the exam centre walls to ensure the students had the right answers.
We have everything. And if you're going to Germany for your master's or bachelor's, you need to be ready for a completely different examination system. So in this video, I'm going to tell you 7 key differences between the Indian and the German exams. First is the duration and frequency of exams. In India, the main exams are held once or twice a year depending on school and college, with each exam lasting for 2 to 3 hours. This means the students have to prepare a lot of material all at once and are under a lot of pressure during exam time. For example, the 12th board exam, which are usually held once a year, and students have to prepare for 6 subjects within a span of 1 month. In Germany, exams are more frequent and can be held as often as every 6 weeks, with each exam being shorter in duration. For degree programs, every semester there is a heavier focus on presentations, group works, and assignments. In some subjects, there is no written test at all. There is just a presentation or an assignment where you get one project or a task that you work on the entire semester, and at the end of the semester, you present it in a group. Of course, there are written tests, but the overall system is balanced between the formats. Number 2, the grading system. Now in India, you either have a percentage or a CGPA system in schools depending on your board of studies, and in bachelor's you anyways have a CGPA system where 10 is the maximum you can score and 4 being the minimum. Regardless of what system is being used, it creates a lot of competitions because we have a lot of students and a lot of pressure to perform extremely well. I mean, just take the example of the 12th board exams. If you're one of the students, you might have already heard this. Beta 90% ke upar lana tabhi successful banoge. In Germany, a grading system of 1 to 5 is used where 1 is the highest grade and 4 is the just pass grade. Anything between 4 and 5 is considered as failure. This system is more lenient and allows more differentiation between grades. For example, a student scoring 2.5 in Germany might be considered average, but in India, anything below 75% is considered below average. Also, the passing marks in Germany as compared to India are quite higher. In India, where we require 35 to 40% in passing, the passing marks in Germany are 50 to 60%, which are significantly higher. Third is importance of exams. In India, for students who are just in schools, exams are considered extremely important and the only way to achieve great success. Just take the case of JEE mains and advanced. The IITs have a notoriously low acceptance rate of 0.5 to 2.5% in one academic year, and out of lakhs of students, only a few thousand make the cut. Whereas in Germany, while exams are important, they are not the only factor that determines success. When you apply for a job, employers often look at the candidate's overall performance, including their soft skills, and not just which college they attended. Fourth is exam preparation. I know when I was in 10th and 12th, I had to write long pages in theory, mostly essays, and this was still true when I did my engineering. In India, there is a heavy emphasis on rote learning and memorization. Students are expected to memorize large amounts of information and regurgitate on exams. We memorize things just for the sake of passing and never learn their practical applications. In Germany, however, students are encouraged to think creatively and come up with their own solutions. And yes, written exams and rote learning is present, but the emphasis is more on understanding than passing. Fifth is teamwork. When I was in my bachelor's and we had a group project or a group presentations, often 2 out of 4 people did all the work. In Germany, however, group work and collaborations are encouraged and often form a significant part of the learning process. For example, marketing students are asked to work in groups and create a business plan or a marketing strategy for a brand and then present it in front of the whole class. Yes, group work is also present in India, but it's more about dividing the work unequally between all the members rather than working as a team. So at the end of the day, one person might have done 80% of the work, but the credit goes to everyone. Sixth is exam format. We covered this in bits and pieces, but you already know that in India, majority of the exams are paper-based, where you get an answer sheet, you get your questions, and the clock starts running. I mean, when I was in my bachelor's and we had a purely theoretical subject to write for, it was a task to complete all the questions in 3 hours while maintaining good length and content. Key steps or paragraphs ke marks hote hain. In Germany, the exam format is divided among oral examinations, presentations, assignments, and written tests. It's not 5 to 6 subjects at the end of the year or the end of the semester. It's more about intaking knowledge and understanding it rather than having a writing competition. Seventh is retaking exams. In Germany, if you fail in a subject 3 times, you're not allowed to study that or a similar subject in any university anywhere in Germany. It's like getting blocked by the subject for life. In India, there is no such restrictions and you can retake exams, but there is a big taboo attached to it. So many students are still afraid even after clearing their KTs in their bachelors. This creates a big pressure on students to perform because in their head, one mistake means failure for life. At least that's what the society has taught them. Well, that was a rough comparison and a few key differences between both the systems. The Indian education system is still developing and the structure might change few years down the line. It's always good that you research about these things so that you are not shocked when you start studying in Germany. For this exact reasons, we have our free PDF basic admission requirements in Germany, which covers basically everything you want to know about applying to German universities. Maybe you want bachelor's or master's. We have covered most of the things in the PDF and it will give you a big head start in your preparation. We have also made detailed videos on what to do and how to apply for master's and bachelor's in Germany in different Indian regional languages. So if you want to check all this out, I'll link everything in the description. And that was the video guys. Share this with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.